This morning we had a panel on exactly the same question, and basically I called it the crystal ball panel or crystal ball session. It's really difficult to say because we don't really know what technology is going to look like 5 years from now. We maybe can see into the next 2 or 3 years. So what we've heard in the panel and what we discussed is that there's a couple of different things we see happening, also depending on the sector we're looking at. Now today we really looked at commercial and personal lines in P&C. So what I believe can happen, and one of the panelists actually said, you know, car insurance is going to disappear completely, which is possible. We don't know whether it's going to happen within the next 5 years, but we can see something like that happen because basically insurers live off the data they have to actually be able to assess and underwrite risk. Now, we create a ton of data everywhere around the world, and this is increasing all the time. And that data is not going to live with the insurance company anymore, but it's going to be somewhere else. So if you take car insurance as an example, you could say that the car actually records a lot of different data in the airbag and the brakes in different parts of the car that actually can tell you about how I drive. And not only when I drive, but also how I drive. And that might be different depending on the time of the day or, you know, the day of the week. So there's a lot of different, you know, there's a lot of data is going to be collected, and this data will be used to assess my risk driving a car. And that's going to be much better data than the data insurance companies have. So does that mean that someone who owns the data in the future, which might be the OEM, is actually going to do the insurance as well? We don't know. So that's one area. Another area is we see all the InsurTechs come in. And the question is, you know, do we believe the InsurTechs are going to win in the insurance industry? I think for now, and that's also shared by the panelists I had this morning, is we don't see the one InsurTech actually changing the insurance business completely. But they will certainly attack different areas in the value chain and will be successful there. Then we talked about the tech giants and the question whether they are actually going to do insurance because they want to gather all the data they can potentially get around companies, around individuals. So they might be willing to actually go into this business if for some reason it will deliver better margins in the future, because right now they're not as interested because of the low margins. And then obviously you have all of the incumbents that are willing to play a role. And we will see a lot of new partners coming in. So as an insurance company, I can partner with InsurTechs, I can partner with the tech giants, I can partner with OEMs or companies who have better data in the future. And all of that is going to change the picture we see today completely. The only thing is we don't know how fast it's going to go. We don't know in which area this is going to happen most quickly. So there's a lot of blur or fog out there when we try to predict what the future is going to bring to the insurance industry. All we know is that a lot will be happening. We just don't know yet who is going to win. And I think that was actually shared by everyone on the panel this morning.